Hello, this is Jiang. Doing another rejection therapy session, 100-day journey of conquering fear. Today I'm here with Melanie Daly. I'm doing this as a wish from Jiang from California. She's been sending me, ever since my blog went big, he's been following me and emailing me and through YouTube. He's intrigued and he loves female bodybuilders. He's very intrigued by them, and I think he's romantically attracted to them as well. And but he has a fear of rejection, and he feels like whenever he wants to interview someone, he got blown off, and so that's why he's asking me. And apparently, he has no rejection problem with me. He emailed me 44 times.
Oh my!
44 different times. At the beginning, I was like, okay, not 100% comfortable with this. We'll see. But after 44 times, I feel like this obviously is very, very important to John. I'm going to do this for him. So I found Melanie Daly. I found her picture, I found her profile, and I found her on LinkedIn. I use LinkedIn a lot. And she currently owns a company called Body Works Fit. I'll provide a link there. Yeah, it promotes fitness and body, right? So it's a great topic. So I'm going to ask some questions from John, then I'm going to have some personal questions to ask you from me, if you don't mind. All right. So why did you make the decision to do bodybuilding?
Bodybuilding is an opportunity to really kind of begin to see what your body can do. I'm a big goal setter. So I've always been active and physical and run marathons and done triathlons and started weightlifting in high school.
Right.
It's really more of setting small little goals and seeing what I needed to do to change my physique.
Right.
And if I did X, would Y happen through my diet and nutrition, and training in particular. It's crazy what you can make your body do.
Right.
And that's what I love. I love that.
You're like almost a lab, an experimental lab.
Exactly.
So
we all are.
Curiosity.
Yes.
Curiosity is one of the most strong human emotions, and that's why I'm doing this. I'm curious myself, Second question John is asking is, a lot of people think it's crazy for female to do bodybuilding, machoism is supposed to be men having a lot of muscles, but for feminism, it's not necessarily associated with big muscles.
Well, I think it's a common misunderstanding that if women lift weights, that they're going to be huge and we're all going to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Because physically speaking, we can't do that. We can't do that without steroid enhancement and that kind of thing. I have to preface that by saying I'm a natural bodybuilder, so everything that you see is through hard work and diet.
Right.
But there are women and men who all use steroids or growth hormone or some things that will help enhance muscle growth.
Right.
That, to me, is the crazy part.
I see.
Okay?
But natural bodybuilding.
Natural bodybuilding, it's very, very hard for a woman to pack on muscle like a man. We just physically can't do it.
Okay.
And yes, there's the crazy part of the people who go too far, in my opinion. I like a more feminine look, but I like to have muscle too, and I like that physique, and I like to be able to see my abs and see a little bit of cut between the muscles.
Me too.
That's my preference.
It's a great answer. I feel I should pay you for this lesson, but thank you for doing this. Obviously, you're happily married. So I guess before, what kind of guy do you attract? That's from John, not from me. What kind of guy did you attract, I guess?
Yeah, there are lots of people who don't necessarily appreciate muscle on women. I don't attract those people.
Okay.
but people who appreciate fitness, who appreciate kind of a certain level of commitment, who appreciate goal-driven people, those tend to be the people that I attract. I also attract men sometimes who want to have shoulders like mine, for example. The people who don't mind an independent spirit.
Right.
Female bodybuilders, we're going to be pretty powerful people.
Right.
Just in general. They're we all have our issues, we all have our doubts. But to do what we do and to be that consistent, that goal-driven kind of person, you have to be kind of an independent spirit.
And you have to be consistent, pretty strong-minded.
Both headstrong, maybe.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Both in the lifting and probably facing how other some opinions you don't appreciate, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Both.
Yeah.
Okay, that was for John. John, that was for you, and you can do it. You don't have to do it through me. It wasn't that hard. So let me have a couple questions for you.
Okay.
Why do you say yes to me? I approached you online. Why do you say yes to this guy trying to interview you?
Well, I'm a people person, first of all. I'm fascinated by how people think and taking a different approach on things. And so
Right.
that to me was, I clicked on your link, I kind of saw what you were doing. It intrigued me because you were thinking about things in a different way. And at some level, we're kind of working on the same thing. And
Right.
we are bringing exposure to people and helping them through things that they may not be able to go through themselves or just need help on, or you act as a resource. I see that as what I do too.
Gotcha. A lot of people ask me, how do I approach certain people? What if they blew me off, or afraid of rejection? Here's the thing: human curiosity is a very strong emotion.
Absolutely.
And also, if you have something interesting to offer, and if you approach the situation with curiosity, with a challenge, and there's a good chance that the other person will say yes. So don't be afraid of the rejection.
No.
Don't come in with the mindset that this person will reject me and I should be just careful and timid. Don't do that, right?
Right.
So, all right. The next question is, I assume Jiang is attracted to female bodybuilders. So what do you want? What do you say to a guy who's afraid of rejection?
Don't be. I know that seems so simple. And I say that because you have to understand that when you meet most female bodybuilders, that we are all in this because we want to change our physique, we want to look fabulous in a bikini. We want that too. We want to create this vision in our head, but also know that anybody, male and female, in the bodybuilding kind of industry, we all have issues with our own self-esteem too. It's really two ends of the spectrum. On one hand, you can feel very confident, very secure, but on the other hand, we're also in our mind never perfect. Never perfect.
It's almost like models, like kind of same thing.
Absolutely, because we're in this process of trying to constantly refresh, renew, tweak, make better. And so I think to John, I would say, knowing that, we're people too. And we have real strong strengths, we have strong beliefs, we have vision of what we want to do, but we need the support system. We need people who understand us, who get us, who kind of deal with our crazy moments.
So you would appreciate John, for someone like that. You would be more than when you talk to him. Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
This can apply to any sort of dating situation or any, for both men and women. And don't be. Oops, my paper is gone. Don't be afraid to be. Don't be afraid to be rejected. If you feel you're an awesome guy, if you feel you're a very awesome woman, if you feel there's a fit, if you don't ask, that means you're ignored. That means you're already rejected. That's how I feel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, you're making that rejection happen for yourself.
Yeah.
Without involving anybody else.
Absolutely.
Just by not asking.
So yeah, you have to ask.
You have to step out.
Okay, my last question, there are two layers. Okay. One is, this is a part of a crazy request. Can you flex for my audience?
Yes, I can. This is the female version of a flex.
Wow.
I'm not quite pumped up yet.
That's really good. Awesome. Awesome. I saw your picture online. It was really awesome. Yeah.
Thank you.
I wish I could get that. Second question is, one of my rejection requests is, I once went to Abercrombie and Fitch. I want to be a live mannequin for them. And they said no because they asked me, do you have a six-pack? I said, I got a two-pack. I don't.
Right.
So, do you have a six-pack?
Depending on the time of year, I can find my six-pack.
You can find my six-pack?
Yes.
Can you show me?
Probably not today.
Probably not today.
No.
Okay.
Because here's the thing about the six-pack, just for your viewers and for you. You have to be at a pretty low body fat percentage in order for your abdominals, for your six-pack to come out.
Right.
And I'm in between season right now.
Okay.
I'm about 7 weeks out from my first competition of the year. So I haven't started really leaning out yet. And
so seasonal.
It's timing, yes.
Okay. So I'm seeing the six-pack is like a six-pack of crops. Like they mature at a certain season, but they don't at the other time. So
kind of. Yeah. And and the other thing too is that women have to get really, really pretty lean in order for that six-pack to pop out.
Right.
Body fat percentages vary from men to women.
Yeah.
We in general carry a little bit more because that's just how we're made.
Yeah.
But Are they in there? Yeah. You know, I can find 4 of them probably right now.
Okay.
But the other 2 are going to be hiding for another couple weeks.
It's like an Easter egg hunt. You just have to find them.
A little bit, yep. And it's all about the nutrition. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the big thing. The training doesn't really change that much. It's you start fine tuning your nutrition and really whittling away on that little bit of layer that covers them.
So it'll take me a lot of hunting to find that 6-pack for me. A lot of hunting. So, all right. Thank you so much for doing this. I respectfully got a yes from the flex. I respectfully got a no from the 6-pack. I accept both.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Thank you for doing it.
Thank you.
John, this is for you. All right.
You can do it, John.